Yes.
Like, we talk about it from like a local standpoint with the little Brian produce situation. Yeah.
Oh man, look. And we gonna talk about council culture.
Yeah.
When we come back from
break. Right. But like
that's what that some bitch get.
Yeah, right. But just something like that, to where it's like, you know what, this is how they gonna burn his establishment down. Let's just deter people from staying across the street.
To that day.
No, not at all.
And even I think Channel 5 did a story about it, and his parents sat in for him.
Oh,
but the original Lil Brian's didn't deal though.
And the fact that her, I don't know if this is going into the next segment, but the fact that his parents were sitting there saying, well, he's been getting death threats and he's da. And then one of the community members that they met with, he said, well, your son's uncomfortable about this one situation that he brought up himself. I'm uncomfortable every day I walk out my house.
Right, right. Exactly.
I have a son that I have to worry about every day that he's doing something.
Exactly.
So think about that fear
for
his life versus your son's now doing this because he tried to make a joke on social media for one instance one day.
Right.
Really? You want to compare that? And then they was like, okay, you're right. That doesn't make any sense.
Right. It was crazy, man. Like one day we were on our little family like FaceTime, like me, my mom, and my sister. And then I was finna get off the phone, and my mom was like, well, okay, yeah, I'm gonna let you go. I gotta call my baby son to see where he at, see what's going on. Cause I ain't talked to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
exactly.
We have to do. We're checking on our people more than normal.
Yeah.
Like just by me coming over here, I can't tell you the amount of police that I've seen just sitting off in the cut.
Right.
And shit, man, lately I have my military ID, my driver's license, my pistol permit, all laid out on my front seat. And shit, I don't know when or if I'm gonna get pulled over.
Right.
And again, that's a fear that they don't understand.
They don't know.
I got on to her, my husband, about that. Herm has a very, especially in college, and even now, he will fall asleep by just closing his eyes and taking a deep breath. He's out. And there was one, I don't know the guy's name, but I think he was shot and killed in a drive-thru. He fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Herm is notorious for falling asleep in a drive-thru. And I used to, I would call him, not because I'm mad he's not home by 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, but because I know he's falling asleep somewhere. In the car. There's been plenty of instances where his friends will leave him sleep in the car because he won't get up. And it's just like, I'm fearful of that. If I don't know you're home or you're with your friends or you're in like a house, you're falling asleep. That's something that I know my white friends don't think about. Their, boyfriends or their dads thinking about, doing with the Ahmaud Arbery thing going on. I think I saw Herm decreasing his outdoor runs because I think that hit a little bit different for him to realize that kind of stuff is happening. Now, he doesn't watch the news at all, but like to see people talk about it and to know that was just somebody out jogging and was mistaken for a burglar, he lost his life. And I think, now that he's out more, he's doing stuff like that's something that they will never understand.
Right.
And have that fear. My biggest fear is becoming a hashtag or a news headline.
Mm-hmm.
Even Amazon CEO, I saw something this morning where an employee, because Amazon on their homepage, Black Lives Matter, we stand in solidarity with you. And he had was a customer that sent him an email saying, hey, I don't appreciate you having Black Lives Matter on your homepage. I think it should be all lives matter. And he was like, and his thing was, well, the reason that it's Black Lives Matter is because my son doesn't have to worry about, and I don't have to worry about my son getting pulled over and dying.
Mm-hmm.
What they do. It's a movement that's specifically targeting or trying to bring awareness around the racial injustice in this country.
Yeah.
So that's why it's Black Lives Matter.
Man, let's talk about this response to when we say Black Lives Matter and our Caucasian people say all lives matter. To me, that's an underlying statement for a racist to sound like they're not racist.
Yep.
I'm not racist. I have a black friend.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
My brother-in-law is black.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And it's like, the thing is, they say that to try to make it seem like we're, like Black Lives Matter is some type of cult, or we're only concerned about black people. But it's just like, bottom line, like, we don't have to have a movement for y'all.
Right.
And this, y'all are not suffering the same injustices as we are. So therefore, like, we have to have something specific for us.
And that's like that, I think it was a TikTok of this white girl kind of explaining that Black Lives Matter in like a different sense. And it was like a house burning, and she was like, we gotta save these people, this house is burning. And the other person was like, well, what about my house? They're like, okay, well, your house isn't burning, so why are we concerned about your house?
Right.
Okay, but these people are dying over here, so we need to go save them because their house is on fire. But what about my house? And it's just like that same thing. Like,
that's the perfect analogy.
You don't like. it doesn't even. It does not like. When do you ever like? I'm not gonna say that you don't ever see police being super aggressive with white people too. I've seen it. I've seen dash cam video, body cam video. They are.
Yeah, but
they're first of all, let's shoot the shit straight. White people are intimidated by black people anyway.
Yeah.
In any sense of light, because we got swag, we got flavor, we have culture.
We got melanin.
I think we're aggressive by nature because we've had to be, and something about that attracts people, that dominance, and I think that they're inferior to that in general. So if you have a white cop in a black neighborhood and approaching a black man, he's going to feel threatened. He's going to feel like he needs to protect himself or go, meet force beyond what is being met with him, whatever, how it is in police terms. Versus a white person, like, they're not as threatened because,
Right.
But
Chad.
Yeah.
but we're taught that everything black is either negative or nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Black jelly beans.
Like the
Licorice.
Black licorice.
They are.
I hadn't really had black licorice. But
Dark. The night.
yeah.
I mean, there's even
But then you have
racism within the
But then
black
you have
race.
light. You have white. White is pure, innocent. This is what we're taught
Yeah.
growing up. You know what I'm saying? And then when you see those old slave movies or those old war movies, it's always prime example in Django.
I've never seen that.
They had
No.
the two slaves fighting against each other to establish dominance.
Right.
Showcased as animals.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like animals, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So society has pushed that narrative
Yeah.
about the black person, about the black individual. Going back to when you said few far in between white people get pulled over by the police. Just, coming over here, I missed my turn, and I went around all the way in Timber's Corner. But I was passing by, I can't remember what it was, but it was two police. They were black, and they were talking to a white person. The white person was high, looked like a meth head.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, those are the only ones that you see that have been apprehended by police.
Or apprehended aggressively.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's never. I've never seen like a white person, and I'm just saying, in a Brooks Brothers suit and tie, briefcase,
Yeah.
The Karens.
Yeah.
But let me be in a suit and tie.
Right.
Oh, what's going on?
Yep.
You know?
Right. I mean, like I deal with like on my job, I deal with nonprofits and I deal with state, local, and federal accounts. So I'm in contact with mostly Caucasians, and of course I come in button down, slacks, or whatever. But still, it's just like say if I go to a meeting and I'm like in Pensacola somewhere, and then I go to a coffee shop. I'm just gonna go to the nearest coffee shop by me because I got to get to my next stop. I'll go into a predominantly white one, and they kind of look like, well, you know, what you doing here? You know, why are you here? Like, I know you look okay, but still kind of standoffish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm black and they're white. It's like, look, man, I'm not gonna come in here and flip over some scones. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want a cup of coffee and a place to sit, so I can do some work in between my appointments. But even in that setting, it's just like, oh my God, you know, they stand up. It's like they on guard.
Now, I will say, man. I mean, me and Gerald, we've been knowing each other since elementary school. So we've been around white people like damn near all our lives until we went to the floor. And I've never blatantly experienced racism here in Mobile. Here in Mobile, never blatantly experienced racism. But I remember this one time when I was out in Texas, when I was stationed out there. And it might have been after I went to church or something. And I had went to, I don't know. I think it may have been like a coffee shop or something. And I had a white lady, standing behind me or whatever. I, talking to the cashier, nice as possible. Lady got her order, and then she was like, "You talk so eloquently."
Right. Like I'm not supposed.
Bitch, I'm supposed to be hood.
Right.
Or you, she was like, I'm
what they say.
crooked smile. Okay, thank you.
You carry yourself so well.
Yeah. And you dress so nice.
I don't understand how they don't see that is offensive.
Yeah.
Right. I'm pretty sure, like in your line of work, you get that all
the time.
Yeah.
That, and I hate when someone calls me cute or adorable.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm almost 30 years old. I am not a puppet. Do not call me cute or adorable. And then they will ask me where I'm from because I don't talk like I'm from Mobile. So, not only do I speak well and enunciate, they know that I'm not from because I don't have that real southern twang and drawl. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, what part of Atlanta? I'm just like, and then I hate the thing of like, I was talking to a friend about this before I came here, me being the exception of the black person that's good or groomed. I grew up in a predominantly white area, predominantly white school. And so, being around white people, they probably have this stereotype or this, this thought about black people. But, oh, well, your friend ASHA, she's the good one though. Like she comes from a good home, nice neighborhood, speaks well, dresses well.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why am I the exception? I just happen to be blessed to have parents who have a little money and they can live with y'all.
Right. But I think it's although the dialogue and stuff is being it's starting to happen. I think we're a long way from where it should be, like for reasons like that.
Right.
Because that underlying stereotype is gonna be there for a while, because it's embedded, for whatever reason. It's not fair, but that's just what it is.
Right.
And I think a lot of speaking kind of backtracking to the protests, seeing these, me being from a media point, we work off sound bites, so people giving us good raw emotional sound is always compelling, and so we use that. And I think that what we've seen is a lot of people crying out, and what I've seen, especially when the process really first started, is seeing I had to swipe right so I could not watch the live comments come across on live Facebooks or whatever, because it just makes me mad. You know, you have somebody, you know, I feel like Black people are very aware of our emotions, and we express ourselves, and we get loud, and we get aggressive, and we do this, and, you know, whatever. But just because I think I posted this on Facebook, you know, stop confusing stop confusing our passion for a topic as aggression.
Mm-hmm.
We are fed the F up.
Yeah.
Let us feel that and express it and be mad. That doesn't mean that after I finish this one sentence, I'm going to take this brick and smack it upside the head. We're like, stop confusing our sadness, our anger as aggression, because we're not going to be aggressive at the end of this. Let us feel our emotions. And that's why a lot of people in the Black community, anyways, when we talk about mental health and dealing with our feelings and feeling they're valid and doing better to be better, that's why it's an issue with us. Because, you know, I recently just started therapy, so I guess you guys should try it because it's great. And, you know, that's one of my issues that I'm realizing, is that I've never felt like my feelings were valid, or like I could express myself and someone understand why what they did made me feel a certain way, and me be able to express that. And I feel like a lot of people in the Black community, we feel that pain, because people always say we are, you know, being sensitive, or we're always making a race issue out of something, or, you know, just our feelings are valid anyways. And I think that when you see you get that strong sound from people that doing those live interviews, and people are screaming and crying on TV, that is their emotions are at this boiling point that they just need to get it out and release.
Man, well,
and they confuse it for aggression.
I think you feel like you still like in front of the news camera, because you was like, people are just feeling F.
Well, I just
she just edited herself. So
we are.
With that being said, we're gonna take a commercial break, because we're gonna refill our cups, and we're gonna let ASHA gain her composure and let her realize that she is with the fellas today, and she can let the F go on the fly. But when we come back from commercial break, let's talk about how forgiving Black people are. Cancel culture this week that has been going on, and where do we see this going when we come back from commercial break?